prove to the world that continues.
Check. Check. Check, check, check.
Testing. Testing 1, 2.
Check, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was this.
What was it?
This button here. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. There we are.
The fun thing about this setup is that it changes every week.
Hello, hello, everyone. What is up? Pishpot and Todd, Stupendous Man, Tracy, Hater Shack, Figment, Clive, Orlando, The Real Hammer, Billy Lee, Shagrath, Fergberg, Obi-Wan's and Groovy BK, Brucina, hello, hello. Huge shout outs to the one and only Fat Chris. That might be a microphone issue. I'm sure I heard everybody screaming Fat Chris. Thank you, Fat Chris, for that pizza that you sent. Very much appreciate that. Everybody is enjoying it immensely. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Anxious to give everybody a special listen, a little preview of some Dark Presence music. Shout out to Stan Iacovelli. He's one of our lifetime members. I brought the famed H308 LTD down. The track we'll be playing today, written on that, hopefully everybody will dig it. Shout out Bad News to Cruz for joining us. Fergberg, it is an 8-string. We'll get into that a little bit, but I tell you, Lumbo wanted something heavy, so we had to go with the 8-string. Galloping Mom in the stream chat, everybody. That's my mom. Say hello. Hello, Mother. Thank you for being here today. The hype man, Josh, joining us. What is up, man? I'm very excited. We got the one and only Lumbo in the stream chat. That guy actually played Titan in Dark Presence. It's his music track that will be debuting today. Excited for it. Can't wait to hear what everybody thinks. Shagrath sent 200 and a bunch of bits. Thank you for that. A-Train, thank you for that resub. That prime resub, no less. Lumbo himself has not even heard this track, so.
Hi, Mom. Sorry, I was muted earlier.
OG Happy Dude, does 982 mean consecutive? No, that's the entire number of games here playable at the Galloping Ghost Arcade, the largest arcade in the world. Saw Mama Waffles in the stream chat earlier and a little technical difficulty, so.
Hello, Mom.
Lumbo, if you only heard a kazoo and a triangle on that preview, you must be missing all those low tones, man. You might not like it. It's a heavy song, so you might not even hear it if you're hearing a triangle being played in that. All right. Bullmaster, what is up? Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready for the Monday Mystery Game?
Hey, everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, May 6, 2024, and we are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game. This time, game number 982 going on the arcade floor week by week, creeping ever closer to game 1000. Having some serious struggles finding room to get these last 20 games in, but we'll make it work one way or another. Game 1000 is coming up. It's so difficult because after everything we do, we did the expansion, the surprise expansion, and then another expansion, and then C2E2, and then came back and it just so consistent, and anytime you complete something, you're right into that next thing. It's awesome, but certainly a challenge, and it never slows down, which is cool. Last week, number 981 hit the arcade floor was none other than Strato Fighter, released from Tecmo back in 1991. Great horizontal shmup. Pretty cool game mechanic of being able to turn around. Not many like that. It's a pretty straightforward shmup, but that little mechanic makes it super interesting. Visuals, very awesome. The power-ups, very awesome. Great seeing everybody trying to pick what bullet style they want to have in their armament. Definitely a great game. Happy to have it here on the arcade floor. We've had a lot of people asking about Ghost Lord and the Quest for Dark Presence, the documentary that is covering the production of Dark Presence. And a lot of that, I have to say, Craig, who is the director and lead, he has done so much work on this, and he's really the only guy that can answer this. This is the Ghost Lord and the Quest for Dark Presence is not a Galloping Ghost production by any means. So we're just the content of it, really. So you'll have to ask Craig. I've talked to him. I know he has an edit going that they're working with. Tons of work. They had interviewed over 50 people, flew a lot of people in from out of state. They've got hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage. And everybody over at You're the Phoenix, they've been just grinding away on it. It's a massive, massive documentary. They really did their due diligence in tracking everybody down and getting all the stories. I'm glad that's not something we're handling, because that is such a massive undertaking to go through all that video and edit it all together and make a cohesive story. So Craig and his crew, they're working on it. That's all I can say, because it's not us. So we will keep you posted. Hopefully we'll have Craig here out here one of these days, and we'll get him to give an update. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. A lot of things lining up. We have talked to the good people over at G-Fest, the big Godzilla convention that is coming up July 12th and through the 14th. We're going to be there. We'll be there in full force. Looking forward to that. Probably going to be there with our good friends Barsom and Mancow, so they will be there. We'll be showing off not only some Galloping Ghost arcade stuff, not only some Galloping Ghost, probably some Galloping Ghost production stuff, definitely some Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo stuff. So looking forward to that. That's coming up July 12th through the 14th, so if you're a Godzilla fan, make sure you are checking that out, and we will see you there at G-Fest. Definitely going to be bringing all of our rare Godzilla redemption games and arcade games, and we're going all out for G-Fest this year, so looking forward to it. We have an event here at the arcade looking like June 8th will be our next. I believe we're going to make it a developers day, but we're going to have some legends of the industry out here. You can expect Galloping Ghost Arcade regular Jeff Lee, creator of Qbert, lead artist on virtually every Gottlieb game. But also, we're going to have the one and only Matt Householder here, who worked on so many great he worked on Crawley, worked on many Williams games, big name in the scene. So make sure it's his first time out here at Galloping Ghost. Looking forward to that. More on that coming. And we'll get all that information out there. Excited for it. We've also got, the new expansion. Everybody spreading the word about the expansion. We really appreciate that. We've had some Twitter posts and Instagram and Facebook posts, just spreading it and getting it out there and getting it in front of people. And, look, it's so awesome that everybody helps us with that, because that's really what keeps this place growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better and larger. And it's awesome. So we appreciate everybody helping us with that. Every time we post on Instagram, all those shares and likes and reposts, that really helps. So thank you, everybody. Very much appreciate that. One of the things that we've been talking about a lot here, 981 going on 982 games. It is a lot of work to keep them all up and running and looking nice and playing good. We've been working a lot on our monitors lately. We just did a monitor swap on one of our Neo Geos, one with Puzzle Bobble in it. That is now looking great. We've been talking about so many of the other monitors that we've been swapping out. We just did a new tube in Quantum and Dirt Fox, and it is very awesome to be able to get these games looking how they're supposed to be looking. So more of that to come. We got a lot in store for this week. Huge thanks to David and Fowler and everybody that those do special, and of course Shady. He's been doing a lot of stuff on the arcade floor recently, and everybody pitches in. It's how it all gets done. So looking forward to more of that. Of course, Master Tech Doug Fox, and huge thanks to the Master Tech Ken Walker down at Galloping Ghost Pinball, as always, for keeping this many machines up and running. We've got it's a never-ending task every week. You get more things to fix, but that is the task, and we do it. We do it. I do have to also, we made a post last week on Facebook about the Out Foxies CD. Favorite game of mine, Out Foxies. And saw a response there from the Out Foxies creator himself, Masaru Yumida. So huge, amazing to have him watching our page and commenting on that post. So thank you for that. Looking for, hopefully he makes a trip out here again. Would love to get to chat with him about the amazing game design in Out Foxies. And just awesome. So awesome to have access to so many legends of the industry and people that have created these games that everybody loves so much. So it's just an amazing thing, an amazing thing. Another thing that's amazing here, the amount of skill that goes into setting some of these scores. Now let's talk about those scores. Do that. Let's summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, Mr. GGA, Tommy Waffles. We can ask him, Tom, how are the scores?
Pretty good. We've got some big hitters to show off for you guys this week. Hello, testing? I think it is. I just talk really light. Yeah, every week. I know, guys. Thank you. Thank you, audio people in chat. It should work, yeah. It's good. Can you guys hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. I'll try to talk louder. We'll start off with Thomas Boyer coming at you guys with a score. First time scoring with us, first score on Orcade in Primal Rage, taking that from your former Game of the Year, Pete Hahn. Yeah, so that is a world record. Of course, it has to be a 1cc, as Pete had 1cc the score before that. So very, very good stuff to Thomas. Traveling from out of state, I believe. I believe he said New Albany. That might be actually in-state. I'm not too sure where that is. But traveling nonetheless. Called ahead to make sure there was a ref available to kind of make sure everything was in order to set that score. So very, very good stuff to Thomas. Next up, we've got Matt Gladham coming at you guys with a score in Jambo Safari. So this is also a 1cc. Very, very good stuff to Matt. It's always interesting when people are playing that game because I don't think it's with so many games here, sometimes it's a little hard to have the patience to kind of go through the instruction on how to play a game. And it's not your, run-of-the-mill racer, right? You're kind of wrangling animals and stuff. So it's always cool when someone's playing it. He had experience before. Mentioned that he grew up in Chuck E. Cheese playing the game all the time and wanted to take a crack at it this time. So very, very good stuff to Matt there. World record, house high, 1cc. And last but not least, a game. I don't know if I've ever put in a score for this one, and that's always pretty cool for me, on top of doing a little research on how we score this game. But it is a house high from Rehab Submarine, Brad Bach, in Liberator. So very, very good stuff to Brad, and hope to be seeing a little more of that in the future. I believe Jimbo had that score before, so we might be seeing a little head-to-head action there, and that's going to be it.
That would be all right. Some competition is definitely good. Tom.
We're doing okay.
How was the weekend?
Pretty quiet, to be honest. Kind of calm before the storm of summer. People finishing up school. It was, really, really nice out here in the Chicagoland area. So people enjoying the outside weather, but they'll be back. They'll be back. I'm sure of it. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on.
All right. Well, I would say it's time that we debut some Dark Presence music. Pretty excited for this. Titan. The music of Dark Presence has a long history, which you'll find out about, I believe. Maybe you will. I don't know what's going into the documentary. But a interesting history behind the music of Dark Presence. I had never had any experience with a string instrument before starting working on the game. And there were so many things I didn't know when we started working on this game. And I was like, oh, I should learn how to do this, and I should learn how to do this. And it wasn't long before I was like, well, this game's going to need some music. Maybe I should get into music. And I did. Learn to play all sorts of instruments. And with the soundtrack to the game, very, very locale heavy. So this music, you're going to be fighting in Titan's Alley. This is Titan's soundtrack So all the iterations of songs that I was playing for Lumbo back in the day, I was like, oh, what would you think about this for Titans track? He's like, no, it needs to be heavier. It needs to be deeper. It needs to be more metal. And it's like, okay. We'll kept going, kept coming up with tracks, coming up with new riffs. And every time, it needs deeper. It needs heavier. It occurred to me that Lumbo might not know what he's talking about. Or he might not even hear those low. Now he's saying he doesn't even hear low tones. So who knows? Maybe he won't even hear this song. But wrote this on this LTD H308, which I bought specifically to write something heavy. This guitar right here. Every guitar that I have, I try to find something cool with it. And definitely not my go-to guitar, but I think this is a pretty cool song. Had to use the EBO on it for the intro. This is basically like, they call it an EBO, like an electronic bow. So you hold this on the string and an electromagnet vibrates the strings and it gives a lot of resonance to them so you can just hold notes out. So hoping everybody enjoys this. Huge thanks to Vanja and Milos, our guys. They record with us. They do so much stuff. And let us know what you think here. I'm going to be watching the stream chat. Lumbo, I'm going to be looking for what you're going to say here. Yeah, definitely not my go-to guitar. I'm more of a Epiphone, Gibson, more my style. So let's start it up. We got this cranked out here. Okay, we gotta do one quick test. I gotta tell you, I got my main guitar. It's an all black Epi. It is the nicest guitar I've ever played on. I had somebody actually offer me to trade a Les Paul with me. And I couldn't do it. I wouldn't trade anything for that guitar. That is the best guitar I've ever played on. You know what? I'll say that for next week. I got a story, Waffles. You got to remind me. I got to put this story in next week. But all right, here is Titans track coming up. Thank you. The Alley coming to Dark Presence. Pretty excited. We've got a little more fine tuning on it. We'll have one more iteration of that coming up. Figment, thank you for that. Thank you, everybody. Very excited to get that in the game. Chris Tang, one of the legends of the industry, approving. Thank you for that, man. Thank you, everybody. Been pretty happy where that's coming together. So, looking forward to getting some more Dark Presence music out there. And there's more to come. There's a lot of tracks. I think by the end of it, there'll be close to 60 tracks altogether. So there's a lot. You're hearing some every Monday at the start of it, the big show, and more to come, more to come. But now, without any further delay, why don't we get number 982 unveiled? I'll move the H308 over. Actually, maybe I'll put that over here. All right. Game number 982 coming up. We got to give this a quick check. All right, seeing stuff is good. How is this going to come? Is this going to come off well? I'm not. Oh, it's got double tarped. All right. The second one behind here is not going to cooperate. You got to make sure. All right. Game number 982 is none other than Cyberlip. The Neo Geo MVS game. Let's see if we can't fix that real quick. There we go. Great run and gun action. Released from SNK back in 1990 on the Neo Geo MVS system. Fowler pointing out those Neo Geo dogs up the top. They were on all the ads, using those on the marquee. All right, who's stepping up versus Jose? Jose, man, have you played Cyberlip?
No, I haven't, but it looks like Metal Slug or Contra.
Cool, man. Well, all right.
As I was saying, it looked like Contra and Metal Slug.
You'll get that vibe to it, for sure. Three-button game. You've got fire, jump, and the C button cycles through attack through the various weapons that you're picking up. Cyberlip, a 50 megabit cartridge. Neo Geos were such massive memory users. Like, you would look at the Super Nintendo and the Genesis games that were out there, and you'd be struggling to get 8 megs on a cartridge, and Neo Geo would have 50 or 80. So
I also heard they made a consoleized version that plays exactly like the arcade called AES.
the AES is the home edition of it, correct? They are slightly pinned differently, so you cannot use AES cartridges in MVS systems or vice versa. Well, let's see how you do. This got added to the Xeno Crisis cabinet. Neo Geo games always had such great animation. This one, your shot is only 4-directional. You can only shoot, maybe it's 3-directional technically. Forward backing up. No angles. You're not shooting in those corners, which they probably had tested with it, and it was probably too easy at that point. Certainly makes it more challenging. That means to get higher enemies, you have to jump or stand underneath them and shoot up. The controls definitely, I would say, not as smooth as Metal Slug. That little bit of clunkiness makes it, it's not by any means hard to play, but you can see when you shoot up, it takes that couple of frames to lift the gun. And that in itself adds a unique challenge to it. And you got to be very cognitive of how that works. Even dropping through the floor, there's no invincibility frames. 3,800 points on that first run. What'd you think?
That's pretty interesting, but very challenging nonetheless.
It is definitely a tough game. You gonna be back up?
Not right now. Maybe next week, because I gotta take a metro train. Also, this week I'm going to Detroit, for a special concert, which I'm pretty excited about. So, and hopefully, maybe I'll be back next Monday.
Awesome, man. Hope you have fun out there. Good seeing you, man. Stepping up next. What is up, man? Have you played Cyberlip?
No, I have played Contra, so I might have a chance.
All right, well, let's see how you do.
All right, here we go.
Nash Villain saying he can 1cc this game.
I have never...
Come on out and do it. Let's see it. See you, Lumbo. Glad you were digging that track. Picking up that bazooka. Only 4 shots. 2 left. You hit the C button to cycle off of it if you want to hold it.
Duly noted. Oops.
There's that down shot.
we're home.
That wide shot.
Dang it.
3,200. These helicopters coming in.
Oops.
3,200. What'd you think?
So far, pretty good. Takes a bit of a learning curve, but it's good to play with.
Awesome, man. Who's stepping up next? King. King, what is up? Have you played Cyberlip?
No, not at all. I kept calling it Cyber Up. Thank you for saying it was Cyber Lip.
Yes. Let's see how you do.
It looks pretty simple. The military android has landed in the Old Town area. Shoot that point and stop them. Oh, this is pretty. This isn't bad. I can get this. Let me see. What's our fire? Good. All right. Yeah, this is it. This. Jump. Everybody. Nope. Just fire and jump. Let's see. Oh. Just took me out. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Levels have some subtle scrolling going on in the background.
So you can jump down. Oh, Mamba.
Oh, you cannot be dropping on enemies.
Shoot them both.
A lot of care put into some of these animations, like the explosions and the enemies showing their true cyborg forms.
Oh, you can. Oh, but there's a limit. Oh. Let's see. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Oh. Let's see. Is there? Is that it? Oh, okay.
Oh no! 3,300.
I should have known that was coming. Wow, okay. Well, that's definitely going to require another play. But it's fun. I'm definitely going to do it one more time.
All right, who's stepping up next? Rehab stepping up. Have you played Cyberlit?
This is all new to me.
All right. Let's see how you do. I like it watching those instructions. C selects the weapon. There is a timer. One more shot on that bazooka, then back to regular gun. That guy was running in fast.
No diagonal. No diagonal shot.
That little option that spins around, you can get a couple of those. If you go in there, oh no, 4,400. but goes into the weapon shop to fill up those magazines.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Another mid-boss. A lot of jumping.
Ooh.
Breaking getting to the 6,000 mark and in. Level 1 boss. He's got him. Got to be close. That's it. That option again. Isn't that tall jump? Grenades.
Don't like them.
Bazooka. Well, you can hit the C button to cycle through to your weapon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thrower.
flamethrower guy there. 24,900. What'd you think?
I like it. It's yeah, it's a really good SNK game.
All right. Who's stepping up next? Andrew. What is up, man? Have you played Cyberlip?
No, I have not. I don't know this one. We'll see.
We've had a few requests for it over the years, so let's see what you think.
Oh yeah.
Those watching.
Xeno Crisis.
Got a track mode. You can learn some things from those track modes. Seeing some stream tech. Rav Runner saying use the bazooka. Nashville saying use the grenades.
I didn't want to try.
Oh, no.
Hit the wrong button.
Did the high jump.
Hit the wrong What's that? Core bot? What's that mean? I don't like this weapon. Okay. Ooh, weapon? There we go.
At that level 1 boss. That bazooka is strong.
I didn't want to use that.
Don't want to be firing those bazookas into.
I'm trying to change weapons. It's too hard sometimes. I don't want that weapon.
Having
There's too many weapons.
some problem with weapon management.
There's too many weapons. I don't like that at all. I just wanted my normal weapon. What is this? This guy's back. We're done with this guy.
$31,000.
Remember not to jump this time. Come on, that was already blown up right there. That was ridiculous.
All his weapons back to full bullet count.
change weapons. It's too hard to change weapons.
Stage 2 clear.
So how about the bazooka?
For bosses, the bazooka is strong. All right, some choices. Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no. 58,400. Pretty good. What'd you think?
I liked it. I'll definitely be on it again. It was just a lot of buttons, and switching through the weapons is a little bit of a pain. Trying to get the right weapon at the right time, you're like paying too much attention. Other than that, I like the game. It's fun.
Awesome, man. Who's stepping up next? King is stepping back up.
Thank you. Hold on a minute. Let's see. There we go. Now we're on. Let's try this again. So this is the yellow switch. Let's jump. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Go. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. So now. Oh. Why was I shooting that right away? It's pretty much one of the weights already. Whoop. Let's try that again. Oh, come on. Ah. Oh, we got a little card thing.
Losing that bazooka.
It's too little off the top. I will try my best, but there's no guarantees. Let's see. I just need to at least get to the first boss. Oh god. Yeah, let's pointed her down. That's nice. Switch down. Nope. So which one was the... No, let's do that. I guess I can't. Whoa. They're gone. They're gone. Okay, they're gone. Whee! Oh, the... Oh my god. Slash. Oh! Woo! Robot thing. Oh. Flash. Just get up there. Nice. So it reloads all of your weapons. Okay. That's it. Left, right. So. Robot. Yeah.
6,400. Stepping back up. All right, let's see how you do.
All right, let's see how we. This is how we do it. Our score to be is 3,200. Yeah. 3,200.
3,200 is previous score. Will he be able to topple that?
Off to a good start.
Your Monday Mystery Games Cyberlip, released from SNK back in 1990 on the Neo Geo MVS arcade hardware.
$6,600.
6,600. Improvement. Very good, man. Very good. On that, we are going to wrap things up. Thank you all for joining us. Hope everybody enjoyed that Dark Presence track. You'll be hearing it again eventually. Gonna send everybody over to Mr. Smilesy again. Tell him we say hello. Tell him what you've seen here. Until next week. Actually, P-Rose, Stupendous Man, Kenny, Figment, Real Hammer, Billy Lee, Misfit, Orlando, Marcus, Sick Jazzes, Elsa, thank you all so much. Until next time, this is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We'll see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody.